Yo, what's going on? In this bonus episode, I'm going to take you back in time and halfway around the world to Tokyo, Japan in May of 2025, earlier this year, where I had a chance to sit down with 5 different ASICS athletes ahead of the Tokyo Speed Race, which was an exhibition 5K and 10K race for ASICS athletes, where they could test out the Tokyo versions of the Metaspeed Sky and Metaspeed Edge, while also trying to run national records, area records, PBs, or just straight up fast times. Now, for this interview, I'll do something a little bit different where I will introduce each athlete separately so you can get a little bit of an insight as to why I wanted to sit down with that particular athlete. And with each of them, we'll go over the shoes that they were planning on racing in, the shoes that they've been training in outside of the Metaspeed Edge or Sky series. And then we'll also play a little bit of a fun game where they have to name that comment. So hopefully you'll enjoy these interviews. The first up is Drew Hunter. And I was interested in talking to him because at that time he had just signed over to ASICS and was transitioning from the previous sponsor that he had been with for a very long time. So the main reason why I want to talk to him is I wanted to get a sense for how the transition was going for him and kind of what his thoughts were for this next phase of his career.
Drew, welcome to Japan. Is this your first time in Tokyo?
First time. Yeah, first time in Tokyo, first time in Japan.
What's been the highlight of the trip so far?
Just seeing all of, and like meeting, I just signed with ASICS. So meeting all of the staff, meeting, my bosses, and just getting to see like the incredible behind the scenes of, the amazing new company I'm with. I'm feeling really like grateful and inspired, honestly. Like I feel like, I've been running for a long time now and like just sign with the company and just see how much they invest in people's been like the most exciting thing. Like I'm just super, super grateful, and that's been really, really cool.
Yeah, I think this is my second time coming to Japan with ASICS. And I think that like seeing ASICS in action is one thing, but when you get to see ASICS in action in Japan, it's like a whole nother level.
Oh yeah. No, it's been very, very impressive, and just the attention to detail of things is unreal. And yeah, like I said, I'm just so impressed, and I'm just so grateful that they gave me the opportunity to represent them for the next 4 years, and that's really exciting.
So how's the transition been so far? Because you've
Great.
been with one brand for a really long time. You're learning all new shoes.
Yeah.
What's that been like?
It's been great. Yeah. I mean, like you just said, I was with a brand for almost a decade and same shoes for almost a decade. And I was a little nervous at first. I was like, holy crap. Like I haven't worn another shoe in forever. And the transition was just super easy. Like I love the trainers. Like the Nova Glass has been just a game changer for me. I wear it all the time. I got my hands on like the spikes and the super shoes, and like the Metaspeed's just been incredible. And like I feel like, I just feel like, it was something that was a little nerve-wracking at first, and now it's like funny to even think that I was nervous about it. It's just been such a smooth transition to using the products and understanding the products, and I feel really confident that I can, I've already PR'd in both the 10K and ran a great 10 mile a few weeks ago, so I know that the performance is there with the shoes, and that's been just great.
For the 10K tonight, what shoe are you going to be racing in?
I'm gonna be in the Edge. Yep. So the new Edge, Tokyo, and yeah, like it's hard because I wear both the Sky and the Edge in training all the time. Just I rotate between them. To be completely transparent, I ran a good race in the Edge, and so I don't want to change it up. Yeah. That was sort of the logic with this. Yeah. I definitely want to try some more of just the new shoe that's coming out, which I can't talk about yet, but some other stuff, in the future. But for right now, I'm sticking with the Edge.
Are you a superstitious racer?
Not really, but I just I had a good experience, and I was like, let's not mix it up.
Yeah, let it ride.
Yeah, exactly. So
right, I'm gonna wrap up with a game.
Okay.
You ready for the game?
I am so ready. We playing Catan? Monopoly? What's the game?
Before we get to the game, just one last question. Are you looking to get onto the track for the summer, or are you looking for, what are you looking for summer and fall race-wise?
I think I'm becoming a hybrid athlete. I really want to be good in everything. And I know that sounds ridiculous to say out loud. I want to be able to I think I can run 3:32 this summer in the 1500. And I also just ran 46 slow for a 10 miler. I want to do everything. And, I just think that's going to make me a better athlete at all those events. But I also just think that that's what is exciting for me. And that's what I want to just keep chasing is, things that make me excited and hungry to show up and compete. And I think that's going to change every year and every race and every season. So I'm just going to keep doing that.
So here's the game. The game we're going to play is whose comment is that? A lot of the ASICS athletes are here. You're getting photographed in the kit. The images look great. You guys have been posting them to Instagram. So I'm going to give you get the most of anyone. You're going to have 4 names, and then you're going to have to guess whose comment it is. I'll read a comment. You have to guess whose. The 4 names are Sam Parsons, Rory Linkletter, Joe Klecker, and Joey Bags. Who wrote, in response to your kit reveal, who wrote, "Good luck"?
Joe.
Which Joe?
Klecker.
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you got that. Okay, who wrote "I Believe in You"?
Okay, that's got to be one of my boys. So definitely, I'm going Sam on that. That's a Sam Parsons comment.
2 for 2. That's amazing. Okay. Who wrote "Hot"?
Okay, that's Joey. I run with Joey all the time. Yeah.
Amazing. You all 4 for 4.
4. Let's go. Yeah. Thank you.
So much.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
See you race.
Yeah.
The next ASICS athlete that I wanted to speak to while I was in Tokyo was Biya Simbassa. Now, this is a guy who has been running well for a really long time, and as good as American marathoning was for the men last year in 2024, Biya was actually the one who had the fastest American marathon time, clocking a 2:06 in Valencia. So he just snuck it in right in the last month of the year. Now, I don't think that there are that many interviews out there of Biya Simbassa, and I was really looking forward to this opportunity to be able to sit down with him and just kind of get to know him a little bit better as an American athlete, as a marathoner. And to spoil it a little bit, he did set the American Road 10K record while he was in Tokyo over the weekend. So it was really great to be able to interview him both before and after setting that record.
Sitting here with Biya Simbassa, one of the fastest marathoners in America right now. How is this your first time in Japan?
This is my first time in Asia in general.
Okay. How are you liking it?
I love it, man. It's very clean and good people, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love it out here.
Last year you ran a 2:06 in Valencia. It was the fastest time recorded by an American marathoner in 2024. It's one of the fastest times by an Espanol out there. What goals do you have next after putting down such an impressive time?
Yeah, the goal is still, for me right now, just enjoy racing the short event and getting my speed up. And the goal is to do a full marathon. I don't know which one yet, but I just want to enjoy before I start going after or start running which marathon I want to do. This short event, you don't want to get away from it, and that's what I did last year, and continue to do that this year. Hopefully, somewhere at the end of the year, I'll be doing a good marathon, and so that's a goal.
And so for shorter, faster stuff that you're working on now, I saw that you ran the BAA 5K. How was that for you?
It was good. It was PB.
You were fast.
It was fast, yeah.
With 13:37?
Yeah, 13:40, I think.
13:40?
Yeah, so that was a fun event for me. I enjoyed it, and every time you get a chance to go to Boston, it's hard to turn it down. And for me, short event I enjoy it. I don't have a pressure. I just go see what happened, and that's what I did before Valencia. I did New York 5K 3 weeks out. I'm just trying to do the same thing, and hopefully it's gonna lead me to the right direction.
So what are your goals for tonight in the 10K?
Yeah, tonight my goal is to be on the second group, 27:30, and see what the outcome will be. And I'm just that's my goal. And hopefully we get something good out of it.
Okay. And what's the shoe of choice for this evening?
I'm using the Edge.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Can you tell me about some of the shoes that you've been training in since you have switched over recently from a different brand? I know there's a lot to kind of figure out. What are the shoes that you're reaching for on a weekly basis?
I like Nimbus.
Okay.
It's a good shoe for me for a long runs, and the day I needed to have a concussion. And for workout, I've been using the Sky, Edge, and so those are my 2 shoes that I've been training with. And I'm really, it's a lot of variety that ASICS provide. All the shoes is really good, and I just pick whatever I'm comfortable that day.
Can we end with a game? Can we play a quick game?
Absolutely.
The name of the game is Whose Comment Is That? So you guys all took new team kit photos. They look great. You posted theirs on Instagram, and people commented underneath that post. I'm going to give you 3 names,
Okay.
and then I'll tell you a comment. You have to guess whose comment that is.
Okay.
Okay?
Ooh.
So these were comments on your Instagram post.
Okay.
The 3 names are Alfie Tolino, Hillary Bohr, and Ben's Makenna Myler. So those are
Okay.
the 3 people. Here's the first one you guess of those 3 people who wrote this. Best of luck, Biya! Exclamation point.
Ooh. It sounds like, I think it's elephant.
You are correct. That was
Yeah,
Alfie
yeah,
Tolino.
yeah.
Nice. The only way is fast. Fire emoji.
I know Hillary used a lot of fire emoji.
Okay.
Hillary?
It was not. That was Makenna Myler.
Ah, come on.
Hillary's comment
Yeah.
was, you said he does a lot of fire emojis.
Yeah.
His comment was fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji,
You see,
fire emoji.
see, that's why. Makenna usually don't use a lot of emojis.
Yeah. You got 2 out of 3.
Right.
Good job.
All right, thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Good luck
Yeah,
with
nice.
this.
The third ASICS athlete that I had a chance to speak with was Matt Richtman, and he's another athlete who has been running really fast marathon times, but there aren't that many interviews out there about him, so I was really excited for this opportunity. Matt Richtman, at least made it onto my radar when he was the first American-born athlete to win the LA Marathon since 1994, and he did that running a 2:07 time on that very challenging and hilly course. So I wanted to just get as much context for his running as possible because I really wasn't familiar with his running credentials before winning the LA Marathon. So it was really great to get a chance to know him both professionally and a little bit more personally.
I am here with Matt Richtman. I believe this is your first time in Japan.
Yes, correct.
Okay. And you are a new ASICS athlete.
Mm-hmm.
You are a recent winner of the LA Marathon.
Mm-hmm.
First American to win it in since 1994. Is that right? Something else?
I think so, yeah. 31 years, I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I don't think a lot of people know all that much about you, so I have a lot of kind of like other basic questions.
Sure, yeah.
So I can get to know you.
Yeah.
Because I know me and my audience were super intrigued of who this guy is.
Uh-huh.
Because you are very young.
Yep.
And we haven't seen a lot of you yet, so I might have more questions for you and some of that.
Yeah, definitely.
To that. I think the first thing that comes to mind given some recent events
Uh-huh.
is that there is another ASICS athlete who won the LA Marathon, had great success there, and now is seeing even greater success on top of that.
Yeah.
Out there.
Mm-hmm.
2-time winner of LA, winner of Chicago, and now winner of Boston.
Mm-hmm.
What does that do for you, seeing like you were kind of in some of the same footprints
Yeah.
as someone like John? Does that make you more excited now being here with ASICS, with the brand, with all these kind of team events happening? Tell me what we're thinking.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, just like you said, it's super inspirational to be in that path, and really he didn't win it that long ago. It was, I think, 2 years before me, and then the third year before as well. So really quite recent. And then also I actually had the opportunity to go and watch the Boston Marathon this year where he won. So it was really nice. ASICS put together a little dinner after the race and got to meet him and, talk a little bit about that. But no, it's definitely, that's what I've been saying about this event too. It's just such a nice experience to be here with everyone from ASICS and just meet people around the globe that are all, have the same goal and running for the same brand. So definitely something that, I'm thinking about, and it's exciting for sure.
When you won LA, what shoe were you running in?
I was running in the Metaspeed Edge.
The Edge Tokyo.
Correct.
Didn't you?
Yep.
And for tonight, what are you going to be racing?
The Metaspeed
Same
Edge.
one? Okay. So you would like it for 10K through marathon distance?
Yeah, definitely. I've used it in all my training workouts and races. Really enjoyed it, and it's this newer version too. I think they did an excellent job of looking at the old shoe and saying where can we improve, and you see that trickle down into the new shoe, and it's comfort wise it's amazing. So
Can you tell me a little bit about some of the other shoes that you're reaching for on a daily or weekly basis?
yeah, I'm pretty fortunate that I'm able to cycle through some different shoes. So I'm typically in the Cumulus actually for day to day, but I use the Nova Blast quite a bit as well. Those are two of my main go-tos, and then I'll also use the Nimbus in there as well for more recovery runs or something like that. But those three are the main shoes that I'll use day in, day out. And they all have their different uses, which is nice to be able to pick and choose depending on what a run will look like or how I'm feeling on a certain day. So, and I have played around with the other shoes as well, but those three are really my favorites. So.
Okay. And then can you tell me a little bit, like, you are self-coach, is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
What does your kind of like weekly mileage look like?
Yeah.
Like in a marathon build?
Yeah. Actually, that's something I was just talking to Drew right over there right before this. So, it's something that I'm still learning just because I am pretty new with it. But specifically for LA, looking at the build for that's something that I am working on with that weekly mileage. I was not super high in college. I was kind of those mid 80s. Sometimes touch the 90s, but so it's something that for the marathon I have been increasing. For LA, I think I did 4 weeks above 100 miles, with the peak being 113 for one of those weeks. And that's something where as time goes on, I will play around with that a little bit, probably increase. But it's right now I'm kind of taking it slow with that just because I'm not super familiar with it, and it's something that I have time to play around with too. So.
And then can you give me a sense of kind of what the quality sessions look like in a 100 or 113 mile week?
I'll play around with that quite a bit as well. Each week is pretty different. My go-to workouts are either mile repeats or just like an 8-mile tempo or something like that. And it varies depending on where I'm at in my training, the block or, how I've been feeling that week and all that. But typically it will be, probably 6 to 8 mile repeats with a minute rest between, mostly going off of just the comfort and how I'm feeling. I do have a watch on, but I'm not really going off of it too much. And that's something that I've, again, been learning with the whole transition to the marathon as well. But those are two of my favorites, and I'll do those quite a bit. And then I've also have a lot of friends and other runners around Bozeman where I train that are doing different workouts as well. So I'll hop in for some of theirs as well. So nothing's really set in stone what I'm doing each week. But.
Okay. And so those mile repeats, are those kind of thresholdy type of miles? Is that where you're kind of looking for effort-wise?
Yeah. It really is. It's more effort than it is setting a pace and going off of it. So there's some days where I'll be kind of in that 5 flat range and kind of stay there. Other times I will increase the pace a little bit depending on how I'm feeling. And typically for most of my workouts too, I do try to get quicker as the workout goes on. So I'm feeling stronger. The first rep is always, you're just kind of feeling it out. So, but yeah, I'm not going extremely hard in most of those workouts. It's more of a feeling good and trying to get what I want out of it without, really digging myself in there. So. And
you mentioned some of your friends that you're training with in Bozeman. That's where you went to college?
Correct.
What brought you back there?
Really just the opportunity for running. I did actually, after I graduated, I moved back to Illinois that's where my parents are from. So I was there for, I think, around 5 months. And then I did move back to Bozeman after that. A lot of it did have to do with having as many training partners as I did there, opportunity for trails and stuff like that around town as well. And then, really just also the elevation to or close to 5,000 feet. So that's an added benefit as well. But kind of a combination of all of those, mixed into one. And I enjoyed running there in college too. So it was something I was familiar with too.
Last question is, I wanted to touch on something that I saw in a Runner's World interview of you. It mentioned that you ran like your first race with your mom, a 5K.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was when I was really young.
Yeah, like 8 years old.
Just a local 5K. But
do you remember the race?
I do a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It mentioned in that article that your mom found you at the end of the race. You had beat her, and you were sitting at the side of the finish line, like eating a hot dog. What is your favorite post-race meal now? Still hot dogs?
No, I wouldn't say so. I've actually thought about this question a lot because it really depends on the race. Like, there's never been something that I've craved after a race or said, oh, I really want to get that. Every post race is kind of different with what I go to. Like I said, I've thought about this a lot, and I've never settled on a real answer.
Okay.
Really just whatever's in front of me, I suppose,
Okay.
at the time. So
Is there something that you're looking forward to having food-wise, either after the race tonight or before you leave Japan?
Yeah, and that's something that's really nice too. We've been able to experience some of the culture too, and I know they said there's going to be a lot of food trucks there too. So I'm sure we'll be walking up and down there, kind of looking at those and see what looks good. So that's something I'm excited for. It's something. It's always the little things after the races that get you excited, right? So
Great. All right. Well, thanks so much. Good luck tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
The next ASICS athlete that I interviewed was Emma Grace Hurley, and I've known Emma Grace for a while now, since before she was an ASICS athlete, and I've had a chance to interview her multiple times. And what's been great about getting to know her over the years is to see the way that she's been putting in the work, but also that the work has been paying off, and she has been racing phenomenally over the past year or two, chalking up really great results, making U.S. teams, placing really high in a lot of US ATF championships. So she's been running really well, and she's also been a really great person to be able to interview whenever I'm traveling on the road or whenever I'm attending US ATF championship events. So it was really great to be able to connect again with Emma Grace Hurley. We're here with Emma Grace Hurley, having a phenomenal season so far of running this year, and now you're in Japan. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I'm really excited to be here. I've never been to anywhere in Asia before, so loving it.
Okay, all right. What has been the highlight of the trip so far? Is there anything that you've eaten that's been interesting, or anywhere you've gone that sticks out?
I mean, it's hard to do much before a race. Like, we're doing some sightseeing tomorrow, but we went to a mall like a mile away, and there was like a little animal cafe that we got to look at through the windows. And then he let us pick out a pair of shoes. That was fun. But that was really fun. And then I've loved the running along the riverfront. It's so pretty.
We tried to get there yesterday, but we kind of got lost, and we ended up not near anywhere you guys have been running. So we were bummed about it. But it was kind of a gray day yesterday. And
yeah,
so,
tomorrow it'll be great.
Okay. Let's talk about your running a little bit. I think the last time I saw you run was in Atlanta at the US ATF half. And then that was a fantastic moment. You had a great race, and then things kind of got weird with the World Road Running Championships. And we recently got news that they're just not doing it this year. When did you find out, and what was your reaction to the news?
Yeah, well, first, thank you. But yeah, I got tagged in a comment on Instagram, or like the caption on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
And that was, I mean, you hear rumors. Like, I had, heard rumors of that from a few different people, but like, I was like, no way. Like, I had heard from my agent that might be the case. And I was like, there's no way. Like, they'll figure it out, whatever. So I saw it in a comment on Instagram, and that was like right before I was heading out to go do a workout. And so it was just not great timing. And fortunately, like, Ray had already come up with a plan B that I'm also really excited for. So while it was very sad, I'm super happy about the plan B. So.
Since then, though, you went to DC and ran the Cherry Blossom 10 mile. How was that race for you?
It was good. I mean, Taylor ran amazing, so obviously I wanted to be contending for the win. You never want to be in a race not contending for the win. But at the same time, I, was kind of chasing that women's only American record, and I, hit that, and I was really pleased with where I was at with fitness, because I would have never thought that I would be in a place of fitness to be able to go after something like that, at least this soon in my career. So I was really pleased with my race, and yeah, now the bar's been raised and we've got to figure out, another minute there, but I was really happy.
And so for the race tonight, what are your goals?
It's hard to be in a race like this and be able to chase a fast time and not have the American record on your mind. I think there's an outside chance that I could run that, so I'm going to take a really big swing, and it's kind of that fun feeling of like, oh, it could be a really great day and I could fail really big and have a miserable last 20 minutes, but yeah, I'm going to go try to run really fast.
Awesome. And what shoe are you going to bring with you for that attempt?
I'll wear the Metaspeed Edge Tokyo.
Okay, awesome. Cool. Have you had a lot of chance to race in that one? Because you raced in Atlanta in that one as well, right?
Yes,
Okay.
so I've raced in that one in the New York the USATF 5K championships in New York.
Okay.
And then the Indy half, Atlanta half, and the Cherry Blossom 10 mile.
Okay. So you've had that, I think, probably longer than most athletes then, right?
I think
Seems
a
like
lot
a
of us
long
got
time.
it around the same time.
Okay.
And then I raced in it once it was like approved.
Have you tried the Sky at all? Or is that just like, you were like the Edge, or how does that work? Those two shoes work for you?
So I think they're both really great shoes. Actually, in previous versions, I liked the Edge for like faster things and the Sky for more like tempo or like longer things. But as they've gone on, I've really just liked the Edge more as a shoe. And I think they're both great shoes. And I've heard people say the same thing about the Sky. Like, I think they're both really great shoes. And I actually like that it's a little bit more specific to like how you run versus like, oh, this shoe's for this and this shoe's for this. Like, there's a shoe that's better for each like person.
You mentioned that you had a plan B set in place. I'm wondering if you can share, maybe if not, you can't share what that plan B is for racing, but what your next race would be after this one tonight.
Yeah, I'll be in New York for the mini 10K. So I'm really excited about that.
All right, very cool. And then what are your thoughts about kind of like the end of summer, fall, or are you looking to get back on the track at all and try and make a US team for Worlds, or are you sticking to the roads? What's the thought there?
Yeah, I'll stick to the roads. All my goals are on the roads, and obviously the chance to compete for a US team. I really wanted to be able to do that this year. That said, the next one I'll be thinking about will be cross country. So
before we end, I wanted to end with playing a game. Are you up for a little
game?
Okay.
Yeah.
So I played with everyone, well, except for Matt, because Matt doesn't have Instagram. Or he does, but he doesn't really seem to use it very much.
Oh no.
So here's the game. The new kit, you guys have been taking photographs of the new kit.
Yes.
It looks amazing, and you guys have all been posting to your Instagram, and people have been commenting underneath those posts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you 3 names, and then you'll have to guess. I'll give you some comments. You'll have to guess who commented that comment, right?
Okay.
So the 3 names are gonna be Amanda Vestry, Makenna Myler, and Drew Whitcomb. I don't know if, do you know, you've met Drew.
We did a thing
Yeah,
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the 3 names.
Okay.
Right, here's the first comment. Cutie, and then 3 exclamation points.
Amanda.
That is correct. Good job. I don't know how people, you guys are, everyone's been really good at this game. It's so surprising. Okay, next comment is, very excited to see the Edge on foot.
Drew.
That's right. Of course he makes a shoe comment.
Yes.
And so that leaves for Makenna Myler, heart eyes emoji. 2 heart eyes emojis in a row.
Yes.
So you got 3 for 3. Great job.
Thank you.
All right, good luck on the race tonight. Can't wait to see you out there.
Thank you.
The last ASICS athlete that I was able to talk to was Makenna Myler, and she's always one of my favorite people to interview. And she also happens to be one of the first professional athletes that I've ever interviewed. So I've known Makenna Myler now for a long time, and I've been following her career closely. She also happens to be one of the nerdiest shoe nerds that I've ever met on the pro scene. So it's always good to be able to catch up with Makenna Myler. I'm here with Makenna Myler. We're in Tokyo, Japan. Is this your first time here?
This is my first time here.
How have you been liking it so far?
It reminds me a lot of Singapore.
Okay.
Yeah. Except not quite as hot, which is really nice.
Okay.
Have you been to Singapore?
I have not.
Okay.
And this is my second time in Tokyo, and I'm kind of like retreading a lot of the same ground, which feels like kind of a shame, but also it's just like the first time I was here, it's just a very superficial touch up of lots of things.
Okay.
So it's like, it's nice to kind of like, all right, I kind of have the lay of the land, and I'm getting to experience things a little bit more deeply now, so it's cool. But
Did you go to Billy's? Aren't you staying over by Billy's?
I don't think I've been to Billy's.
And they have like a French toast. Oh gosh, what is it? My friend told me to go get them.
Okay.
There's like a cheese French toast that they sell. It's like super good.
Okay, I'll have to look for that.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
we have
send
some
it
time
to
this
you.
afternoon, so
Yeah.
I'll look for that. What have you been up to lately?
I've been getting healthy. Coming off a long COVID. It was a year in March. And it's kind of like, I remember talking to some of my like physios and stuff. I'm like, do you think just one day I'll wake up and it's just better?
Yeah.
But it's like not. This
Okay.
is progress doesn't work like that.
Okay.
And so it's just kind of been this like mountain of like, oh, I'm kind of doing better, and like back down again into the pit. And then, okay, let's climb back out of the pit, get a little bit better. We just moved to Utah. And that's been really fascinating, meeting up with these really high-level girls I'm working out with, Keir D'Amato and Courtney Frericks. Sometimes Makenna is there, Makenna Myler. And then Aubrey Frentway gets to pop in every once in a while because she teaches. It's been really fun to see how hard they're working, and I've just been trying to keep up. I guess like it started with just doing a quarter of the workout and then half of the workout, and then just building that. And
So is a lot of it like kind of like just jumping in to whatever else is going on, or are there workouts that you're building towards something right now, or like kind of what's the training like for you?
Yeah, I mean that's what's tricky because there is a lot of just day to day, like okay, we're just trying to get fit. Like I can't really put a race on the schedule without knowing. And this race was actually great timing because it was just far enough that I was like, okay, things are starting to go well now in February, that I was like, I think we can like make this happen, but close enough, that like, or I guess not close enough, just low stakes enough. That's just a good opportunity with not a lot of pressure, and to kind of get my feet wet again with racing. And it has been a lot of kind of doing what everyone else is doing, but also having to stop and just do what's best for me. And sometimes that looked like, all right, I can't do the threshold on Thursday. And I talked to Ison, and he's like, all right, like just go run up the mountain. Like, okay, I'm just gonna go do hills today, put in kind of that like that like secret effort where you don't really know what the outcome is, but the effort was there.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of that. It's kind of how things have been put together recently.
Okay. For tonight, what shoe are you going to be
I'll be in the Metaspeed Edge.
Edge, okay.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of people are going with Edge tonight.
If you look at they switched up like kind of how they do it with the new one. And so yeah, I'm excited. I actually haven't raced or like done a lot of workouts on the Edge. I've done a lot in the Sky.
Okay.
And so yeah, I'm excited to kind of test out the Edge.
Okay. I don't know if it was the last time we talked, or maybe 2 times before that. We went over some of the shoes that you like to train in, and I think of all the athletes I've ever interviewed, you gave me a list of like 14 shoes.
Because I love to try them all.
Because I think you're one of the biggest shoe nerds that I've ever met. Let's update that, but also like trim it down a little bit too. Like, can you give me some of like the 3 shoes that you've been reaching for most frequently right now?
Okay, the Nova Blast 5 has been insane. It's so easy to reach for that shoe because you just always feel responsive. Yeah, but not too responsive. Because honestly, it's like you don't want to be like in carbon plates and being like pushed into that position even. So that's why I say that. But it's just comfortable, and I just feel good. But I don't know, it's as simple as that. I still reach for the Super Blast though for long runs. And then I do mix it up. It's safe to mix it up with your double when you're like just doing an easy like second run. And so I might be naming 14 shoes. But you've
only named 2 so far.
Yeah, I know. Well,
that's okay.
Well, I mean, like with even just like the Dynablast or just some of their more minimal shoes. Like remember we talked about the Hyperspeed. So I gotta ask someone to bring that back for me. Like, with no plate.
Is that officially discontinued now?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
I don't know if it's officially discontinued.
Yeah. It's just they're not restocking.
Yeah, it's not restocked.
Okay.
What else have I been reaching for? I've been like testing out a little bit more, actually, even with like I'm gonna say it's wrong. GT 2000. Am I saying that right? Yes. GT 2001, because that actually is a little bit more minimal. And I do like that one for doubles sometimes. And then I'll always have a Nimbus. It's just kind of like your sure and steady friend. You're like, I can always depend on this. But it's fun to mess around with what else is working.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think though that if you're trying to bring the Hyperspeed back, like you're in the right place to make your case for it, I mean, like I think like after the races tonight, you just find that product person and be like, let me tell you, I've been having conversations with all the other pros here. You all want, just let them make your case, tell them why you like it. It might come back as like a
I might need you on my side.
It might come back as like a Hyperspeed Max or something different, but you might get an update.
Yeah, really though. And ASICS is actually, I've been like living. They made this this new boot. I know you're doing running, but they did collab with some French companies. And anyway, they've got like a new mountain boot, and I've been living on the mountain.
Okay,
So I feel like
yeah,
I've
yeah.
also been just living in that beside, like in between my running shoes.
Oh, well, staying on brand even
Yeah.
when you're hiking. That's nice. Good work.
I mean, I'm a fan of ASICS.
Yeah,
They're
very
always
cool.
Full circle for me.
Before we end, let's play a game. Do you want to play a game?
I love that.
Okay.
Love
So
games.
all of you athletes that are here
Mm-hmm.
have been taking fantastic photos in the new team kit, and you've
We
been
have magical photographers. Yeah, keep
They're
going.
they're good.
Yeah, they're good.
And you've been posting those images to your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna play a game called Whose Comment Is It? I'll give you 3 names
Okay.
that you have to. That'll like kind of narrow things down. They've
Yeah.
commented on your post.
Okay.
You have to guess whose comment is it.
This
okay?
is especially good because I have not gone back and looked at the
Okay,
comments.
okay, perfect. Just so you know, all the other athletes have been surprisingly good at this.
Really?
Yeah. Only
Don't
one.
want to let you down.
Only Biya has gotten one wrong. Everyone else was perfect.
Oh, okay. I'm
Okay,
ready.
so here's the 3 people.
Yeah.
Sam Long, Sarah Hall, and Kira D'Amato. Who wrote this? Yes! Exclamation point. Good luck! Exclamation point. Sparkle emoji. Heart emoji.
that's Sarah.
Japanese flag emoji.
Sarah. Sarah. And I know Sarah.
Okay, yeah.
Really, like, that's Sarah. Which, by the way, like, sorry, just on a note that I think is funny, everybody thinks I'm Sarah.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
Like, we are for sure, like, we look like sisters.
Yeah.
So I've gotten that a lot here. So it's funny.
Oh,
to figure out.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
people are like, Sarah? Like,
Yeah.
no, McKenna. But
Okay.
it's okay.
All right, next one. The comment is simply go, but with 5 O's.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So it's go. You're down to.
Oh, it's same 3 people.
Yeah, same 3 people.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I was waiting for you to name more people.
No.
Okay.
So it's either.
Oh, yeah.
You already had
Sam.
Okay.
Sam.
Correct. So that leaves the last
That is
one.
a masculine comment. It's not Sarah Kira.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so the last one is, I'll read it to you and you can guess, but there's only one name left. But
Right.
heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji, heart emoji. Show them what's up. Exclamation point, exclamation point.
Me and Kira have been through it this year. Like that girl, she's great. Yeah,
Okay.
that was a one-of-a-kind human. And,
All right.
That was Kira.
Perfect. 3 for 3. Congratulations. Good job. And I look forward to
so good.
seeing your race today and to what's coming next for the next couple of months.
Thanks, Mary.
All right.
Thanks for taking
Yeah,
the time.
Of course.
Love
It's good
it.
to talk to you.
I know.